Ron Rivera, his key card don't work. And, hey, look, if you still root for the Commandos, it's clearly that's a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, after all this time, you still root for them. You did that. You made that decision. But I really think you need to get deep down in your soul and ask yourself some questions after I saw what I'm just about to see here. To help Josh Harris, the new owner, make decisions about what to do with the front office, he's going to consult Bob Myers, who you may recall is the general manager of the Warriors, the Golden State Warriors of the National Basketball Association. Okay. And Rick Spielman, who used to be the general manager of the Vikings and who is 61 years old. And I'm a little confused as to why don't you hire him? If Rick Spielman is the guy that can advise you on how to do this and set up your team, why do you hire him? Why don't you hire him? And if the answer is, because he doesn't want to be a general manager, which, I find that hard to believe. I also don't recall him being that good at general managing. And so they got a dude that not even a football guy, and a dude that I never thought was that good in the first place. And they are going to be steering this owner, who, by the way, as the owner of the Sixers, has not really demonstrated that he's that good at doing that either. And they're going to go out here and they're going to reconstitute the whole thing. And I just got to ask you guys a question. This is what I'm trying to figure out, okay? Have you ever wondered, when you see an operation that has this tendency to attract less than competent people? Because I think we've seen enough now out of Ron Rivera to say that he owes Cam Newton a great deal for everything that he's got. Okay, like, that man was not a great coach. You can't think of that many guys that this team has hired that were actually good at what they did. Like, Mike Shanahan was good once, but there was a reason why Denver fired him. Like, when your team keeps bringing on people that just aren't that good, and you could blame it on Snyder, certainly. That was a great place to start. But hey, once again, you got a new guy here, right? This guy paid $6 billion to get the team, and he's out here doing stuff that doesn't seem to make a great deal of sense to me. And all I'm saying is, does it make you wonder if you're a loser? Like, when you ascribe so much loyalty to such incompetent people, like, are you a loser? Didn't Cat Williams say something like that to Shannon Sharp, where he said something about how he couldn't understand his affection for losers?
Yeah, that was one of the more viral clips from that interview.
Yeah. Like, when you keep riding for a loser, you got to start asking yourself, damn, am I a loser? Like, really, am I? And I'll be honest with you. That fan base got a lot of losers. And I understand a lot of you are probably wondering how I can so boldly say that fan base has a lot of losers. And you got to remember, this was the team that for the longest didn't want to integrate because they believed that by integrating, they would alienate a bunch of their fans, right? Which is to say that their fan base has historically been losers. We would all agree there, right? That if you think that having black people on the team would make a bunch of your fans back away, that segment of your fan population, they a bunch of losers. We're all on the same page. Bunch of losers, okay? This team outside of the Joe Gibbs era really just been a bunch of losers. And so now, as you see the new day come in, the new era has arrived, and they out here doing weird stuff again. I'm just saying, if you choose to stay on that narcotic, I understand that we're forward-thinking people, and we try to have a different attitude about people, and they use the narcotics, right? And so, like, if you told me that you had a problem with smoking crack, I would not call you a loser, because we don't do that no more, right? We all agree there. We don't do that no more. You just need some help, and we're going to get to the root cause of it, and you're going to get better. But you tell me that you out here smoking Commandos, you a goddamn loser. Like, if you don't really stop and do some inventory, you might be a loser until proven otherwise. Like, you need to get to the core of it and figure out if, am I a loser? Because you might be. You might. Sean, what the hell what is Bob Myers going to tell them? Well, the first thing you need to do is draft Steph Curry.
And he's going to be doing TV while still doing whatever this secondary job is for the Commanders. This seems like a hobby for him.
Yo, is Daryl Morey insulted that he has not been consulted for this? Right? Like Josh Harris, the owner of the Commandos, he also owns the Sixers. You got your dude, right? I don't know what Bob Myers is supposed to tell them about how they're supposed to set this up, because all that light year stuff about the Warriors, I'm not saying that stuff wasn't true. It might have been. I don't have great answers for it. It's entirely possible. I just know that as more time passes, the more we seem to realize that the secret to their long-term success is Wardell Stephen Curry. That's the thing. And so, hey, man, maybe Caleb Williams is the Steph Curry of football. And maybe they'll find a way to go from 2-1 and to get him, right? Or maybe they get lucky and Jaden Daniels or Drake May, whichever one of them, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Prize Picks is the most fun you can have by winning up to 25 times your money this football season, and now you can play during basketball season too. You just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and place your entry. Prize Picks is really simple to play. You can make your picks and submit your entry in less than 60 seconds. So make sure you go to prizepicks.com/Bomani and use code Bomani for a first deposit match of up to $100. That's prizepicks.com/Bomani. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy.